guys know Max pretty well?
Nobody knows Maxwell. He's just odd.
What do I have to do to get you to notice me?
Did you eat?
What? What's this here? Do you play?
Sí, I mean, I could habla poquito español, but I prefer, unfortunately, I did not have to do any of the stuff in Spanish. I had to do a little bit of Greek, and it was impossible.
You had enough.
So difficult. So I was very empathetic with Aida because she had to do so much in English, and she did a great job. Although she speaks more English than she thinks or that she says, and it was great. I mean, working. She was a very good actress, I had to say, and that's really, when you're working with an actor and you feel it's really good. I mean, it felt really connected and in the moment with the scenes that we did.
Pasábamos texto juntos, nos bañábamos en el mar muchos días con el equipo, cenábamos juntos, hablábamos de las escenas, pues fue idílico.
Well, yeah, I mean, listen, I said this, and I really feel this, that, I'm as good as the directors that I work with. So if I have the opportunity to work with a talented director, I want to do that. And, Fernando is a director who's really great filmmaker. And so when he asked me to do it, I was sure I wanted to work with Fernando. And so that's why, I'll always the director is such a, filmmaking it's really the medium of the director. And actors, we have a very important part of that. But one of our jobs is to help the filmmaker to execute their vision. And, and I trusted Fernando. And I think when you trust the director, you're willing to go, to give it that much more. I sometimes saw things that I didn't see, or maybe nobody else saw, That's, interesting. I really like working with Fernando as much as other filmmakers that I worked with, as much as any other filmmaker, because he has a voice.
Fernando es que es un director que tiene muchísima calma, que te escucha, al que le puedes proponer cosas, ama a los actores, le gusta estar con nosotros, todos somos un equipo y además genera un ambiente en el rodaje de colectivo, todo el mundo está incluido, vemos proyecciones de lo que hemos rodado para poderlo comentar entre todos, es decir, yo creo que ellos dos nos hemos ayudado entre todos, obviamente, pero ya se entendían a través de sus cosas, de la música y del cine y tal. Mati y yo pasábamos texto, Fernando venía, es decir, es una maravilla trabajar de esta manera. No es a veces esa frialdad que puede haber en un set de rodaje, de tú vas a la marca, no se habla con nadie y tal. No, eso ha sido una película mediterránea.
I like that, there has to be an element of discovery when you're making the film. And I mean, I felt like that's what was happening when we were making the film. That there was, a lot of surprises that were good. Because you never know what it's going to be quite when you get there. You prepare, but, I think that's what's enjoyable about it, because I think you make the film like 3 times. I think for the director, you make the film when you write it, and then you make the film when you edit it, or when you shoot it, of course, and then when you edited.
Ya estamos otra vez con que los actores seleccionamos cosas. La suerte que yo tengo es que Fernando me siga llamando y siga contando conmigo y es un regalo para mí. Entonces, cuando un autor como Fernando me da esa oportunidad, pues la aprovecho al máximo. He dado todo lo que había en mí para... le he dado lo que él quería para contar esta historia, todas las facilidades, todo el trabajo, todo el humor, todas las horas. Y la verdad que es un lujo volver a trabajar con él.
Well, sure, if they're good director. I mean, there's a lot of great Spanish directors, and I mean, I guess I could go down a list, but then I'd start forgetting people's names. I mean, of course, you know, there's so many good filmmakers. So, I mean, I don't really, you know, I look at the filmmaker based on what they do, not where they're from or their nationality, which is Fernando's just like another great filmmaker I work with. I don't think of him necessarily as a Spanish director. He is Spanish, of course, but he's just a good filmmaker, and so for me, working on a film in Spain or working on a film in the United States or working on a film in France, I'm working with other people, and we're speaking the same language of cinema and the human experience. Well, no, I mean,
Softer,
yes.
softer.
I mean, this is a film that is, I think, more of a, you know, it's not a study of a psychopath or something, and that's one of the things that, you know, Fernando and I agreed that we don't play this character as some cliched psychopath. So, you know, he's a character who has feelings and remorse, although, you know, it is a film that uses devices for the tension and with conflict and things like that. So it's very different. And, you know, I certainly did not want to recreate. I didn't want to do anything that seemed like a psychopath, you know, in the film. And sometimes it was unavoidable, you know. I mean, if you look in reality, some of the things that Max has done are pathological in some way, you know.
But it's funny, no? I want to do this role.
Well, you'd be very good at it.
Always this is for men. I want to be a
yeah, but you
psychopath
mentioned
too.
the movie, you know, Fatal Attraction.
Yeah, I love it. I love this character.
Well, you can do that. You can do
I think
anything.
so.
And do it just like you're laughing right now.
I know Max for a while. Don't get freaked out, okay? I'm sure there's a good explanation for everything.
You need to tell me everything right now.
You don't understand.